take first. And Lot looked at the place that is juicy. Guess what? He took it. But what did we learn from that? No matter what you can see now, there's a God that sees far than human eyes. So today we see things, but sometimes those things are not like what we're seeing. And what did God do? The land that Lot thought was good, God turned the one for Abraham into, much better land. Much better. We have Joseph. Joseph, his brother, sold him into slavery, but he made up his mind. He wasn't going to pay them back. No. So we must put self to death. That is something we have to do. And that's the life we've been called to live. That's the life we've been called to live. There are two things we must do to overcome selfishness. Two things. The first one is found in 1 Corinthians 10:24. And that's from Paul. He says, the Passion Translation. Don't always seek what is best for you at the expense of others. So don't always seek what is best for you at the expense of others. I can tell you, our society today, Nigeria today, we are where we are because people most times look at what is good for themselves. They don't look at what is good for everybody in the country generally. It now take us all into the plunge. But God is saying we are different people. We are called to live a holy life. We are Christians. We are kings and priests of God Almighty. So we can't live the kind of life others are living. We cannot. We cannot. We cannot. I think the second one is Paul wrote and said, in whatever you do, do it to the glory of God. Do it to the glory of God. To God's glory. That's found in 1 Corinthians also 10. You find it in verse 31, NKJV. Whatever you do, so those two things, just have that at the back of your mind. To the glory of God. Okay, one of the things that I also want to mention is that selfish people sometimes, those acts come because of being myopic. So selfish sometimes is coming from being short-sighted. Being short-sighted. They can't see so far. But I want us to look at the life of few people in the Bible that lived sacrifice, specifically Moses. So what's the story of Moses? Moses is someone that God said, this man is different. He has made a lot of sacrifices for me. He will go and be with God for 40 days and